data analysts, we're probably never satisfied. One of the things that occurred to me was, and Don has done a little bit of this, is on the revenue side. Is there a way to deflate the revenue side, just as Bruce does on the expenditure side? From an analytical perspective, this would seem to be a very useful thing to do, but it might be, I guess I can take the mind out, it will be a very complicated and complex thing to undertake. And then the question is, who's going to do that sort of thing? I think that's an important question. The next thing that as a data analyst I would like to have, and I think Don has done a little bit of this, is to have these deflation factors available, these indices available on a state-by-state basis, because every state economy is different. No question about that. And I think that is something that would be greatly desired if we could in fact bring it about. And my final point on this, and this is something I really found sort of astonishing, that the state and local deflator is so much greater than the CPI and GDP overall. And and that the cause was structures. I hadn't even thought about that, Bruce. When I was looking at Don's presentation prior to this meeting, I was reminded of the story about the doctor who calls his patients and he says, I have bad news and worse news. And the patient says, well, okay, give me the bad news first. The doctor says, well, the bad news is you have 24 hours to live. And the patient says, well, what could be worse than that? He says, I was supposed to call you yesterday.